Infidelity, a true story by Princess Jayla. And here we are again. More emotional breakdowns, more pain that I would not accept if I loved myself enough, more proving to myself by letting you hurt me that I am capable of moving on. But how can I move on from a place that you make me run in circles for? I cry, I hate, I hurt, I love, I doubt, I regret, but I do not cheat. I wish, I think, I imagine, I try, I know, but I do not cheat. I don't leave you to think. I don't leave you to heal yourself. I don't leave you to drown in your own pity, your own shame. I stay because you should treat me better, but I should leave because I should treat myself better. I gave you something that many men would search for. You showed me that you were just like those many men. What's the difference between you and the guy who forced himself onto me? Nothing. Besides the fact that I didn't have to struggle with allowing it the whole time. Your mind is your own battlefield. You are the villain, waiting on yourself to become the hero you never believed in, and the hero that I am starting not to. So, you make it my problem. It's my fault for allowing this. Were you ever really the person I thought you were? The knight in shining armor I envisioned accompanying me on my true spiritual journey, but you just helped me become more awakened. At this point, I see why they say it isn't for the weak. That in the beginning you'll feel lonely, like at a constant battle with yourself, stuck between loving you and myself more, and that's the thing about love. It convinces you that your self-worth isn't more important than the investments you make with outside sources, but here I am, contemplating leaving you. Will I ever be good enough to be considered the only one? I get in your past, you felt the need to run, but here you stay, and it's not in a good way. It's a constant thought in my mind of when will be the day that I truly say something about the things I find and choose to hide away in the corners of my mind until the night approaches, where I turn over on my side and cry another silent one. It pains me to know that you could be better, but maybe without me, maybe with whomever, but I choose to boost myself anyways. I'm the one who's better. I'm the one who's made sure you ate and was kept away from bad weather until you began to rain on our parade with your infidelity. Now, how can I trust you? How can I sit so still while you kiss me and tell me I love you? Do you really? Love makes you think blindly. So who else do you love? Do you love me to the point where it pains you to see me hurt? Or do you love me enough to no matter what you do, hope I don't leave? Keeping myself up at night, looking at your face, trying to figure out why you said you would change, cleaning like my mother to keep my hands from harming you, crying like a baby because I cannot fathom the words that I need to get my point across, all while feeling the seed you planted kicking me in the stomach, where the pain you caused me always resided. You hide yourself so well. You aren't the only one. I guess we kind of are the same in that sense, where we both hide our true selves from each other to protect the other one. Leave it alone, my mind tells me. I keep it tucked away to the back of my mind, but I swear I can't leave it alone. Addressing it with no sender, a void that was never there now exists, but I swear I can't leave it alone. How would you feel? Is this karma? Is this a lesson for us both? I want to love you and also trust you again, but I swear I can't leave it alone. I showed you my parts and became someone I never saw in the mirror, and they wondered why I portrayed myself as a tough girl who was so shut off to the world. I opened up to you. I opened up to myself. I opened up to love. For what? To be shown the same thing I've been avoiding all along. That I'm not strong. I'm not built to be hurt repeatedly. I am silent. I am easy to be forgotten. So why me? I was here the whole time while you played with my love. While you reminded me of the person I never wanted to become again. What did I do to you? Was I not submissive enough? Why are you like this? Tell me what I did. If it wasn't me, then better what? Or who? Who was more worthy of your time and mine? Who made you feel better than I did? And where have they been this whole time? I said that if I catch you again, consequently, I'd have to go. But leaving you isn't the hard part. The hard part is trusting that I stay gone, feeling incomplete without another human being, being able to face all things besides this one, because I still believe that you can change. But will you? Because it's no longer up to me. It never was. One side of me tells me to feel all the emotions and let them go, and another telling me not to be hurt. You saw this coming, but I'm hurt. I'm beyond hurt. I'm pissed. I'm angry enough to watch you sleep and contemplate my mental status and if I'd get away with it, and then say nah, because that's not who I want to be. But that's the person the people who hurt me need the most. Maybe if I was still hurt, I wouldn't have been cheated on. It's the smallest things that make me feel not ready. The anger that builds and fuels the passion behind my silence. The sorrow I feel for all the people who have experienced the violence, for audacity to not only make me your pawn, but to be confident enough to think I wouldn't notice. But even when I do notice, the timing is always wrong, like when you're alone or when you're at your happiness, or when I'm alone and at my lowest, and I thought that being quiet, crying when I would help. It doesn't. It makes me think about you and why I can't fathom the words to say without hurting your feelings the way you hurt mine, over and over and over and over and over again until I'm numb. But somehow we share something so intimate and deep that I can't help but to think that you won't understand it. That one, you don't care enough. Two, you want something I can't give. Three, you have something I can't get or break more than it already is. And with all the tools in the world that I have, I'm not the repairman you want or need. So you're free to search for the things that have been inside you and me. And when you notice that it isn't there, don't come back. I turn my back towards you in the moments I feel most betrayed. And when you ask me the same thing that I ask myself every day, the answer somehow was always the same, because I'm a woman. We nurture. We want to be the reason you change, but I'm also a woman, and with a mother like yours, you should already know how to treat one. You could be a husband. How do you expect me to say yes in front of all the people you make yourself look so good to? I would take that opportunity to inform these people of the person who you really are. We cried together. Your tears, as much as they angered me that day, were appreciated. I believe now they were fake, and the fact that they were cried on my shoulder makes me want to burn my whole body. Since I can't hurt you and get away with it, not only because I'm too good of a person, but also because the ways I would do so are illegal, I hinder my own growth. I am your prisoner of war. Self versus toxicity. Self versus ego. Mind versus matter, because that's what it is now. It's like this saying goes, you love someone until you hate them just as much, and it will all be your fault. My blood boils. My blood pressure rises when I look at you filled with disappointment. I see your face on every man. I see the damage that nothing could keep you from doing. And what about your son? What about the only one that you have to teach? Why put the mother through such stress? I guess this would be considered postpartum depression. No, more like postpartum stupidity, because that's what I am, a fucking dumbass, a broken-hearted, worthless, replaceable, gullible, naive, pretending to love myself dumbass. And as much as you don't deserve my tears, I don't have anything else for you. No words, no touch, no more love, just disappointment. But if I am with you, I have to be with myself, because if I loved myself, I wouldn't be here. Maybe my mother was right. Maybe I rushed into things, but she cheated me out of the love I deserve too. I can't tell anyone because they were all right. I can't tell anyone because I convinced myself I'm all alone. But then again, I am. I can't tell anyone because what are they going to say besides leave him? So I continue to write and cry silently. God forbid I take the pain I feel and act against my child. I see why the bitter baby mama and the drama following the trauma. But imagine a life without me. You would never believe the way things would have turned out to be. And speaking of believed, I did in you, and slowly, day by day, until I remember the good, because you stumbled and stunted those memories with the bad. I'm sorry. I was never the person you wanted. I thought I was, but you only want yourself. You only want what you can have, your cake, and eat it too, as they say. But this cake tastes like pure hatred, like it was not cooked with love and light or at the right temperature. Maybe one day I'll be able to forgive you. And even for the sake of my child, love you again. I can't react the way I want to. That would be hurting us all, including your family. But you're also the one who pretends. I know the saying, a man will do what you allow. And at first I didn't think it was true. But now looking back, when I thought I was helping you grow, I was keeping you from truly feeling the pain you caused me by not walking away. But what am I supposed to do? How much am I supposed to take? And on the same page, I thank you. Because now I see you for who you truly are, unevolved. And as much as I need you to be, it's not going to be solved, at least not by me. So forgive me, ironically. If I can't force my hand any longer, at some point, I have to focus on myself. Some people consider this normal and not toxic at all. But toxic just means bad for your health. Take the time to learn yourself and what it is you want. Take more time to learn how to communicate that with the people you want. Take the most time to know when to walk away when it isn't going the way you picture, because you don't want to end up the bad guy, the bad gal, all while trying to be the people's pleaser. Also remember, people die over these things. The mental anguish, the non-existent support, the feeling that you cannot share his secret life with his secret wife, the key cards, the wire bars, the hurt that never goes away. Even when you cause the same pain in a different way, the only choice you have is to heal, sometimes without the acknowledgement and the apology.